Minor minor misunderstandings. Don't we love the minor misunderstandings? I get those all the time. People just need to stop and think about things. What you're trying to communicate, you know?
So he may have standards. But I'm an actual assassin, and what that means is, see, I take his gun.
Got a fight on our hands.
How, I took your gun. How do you have your gun? Okay, whatever. You heard nothing, sir. Anyways, feel free to have your gun back. Smart of you, Alonso.
Where is he moving? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's shooting at someone. Let's go.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Bye, friends. Using the other guy as a meat shield.
Disengaging automated flight control routine.
It works. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm working on getting the Sussex bark we need.
All right. Throw. All right, Scratch. Go get near.
Oh my god.
Good boy. Oh, but they're in this hangar, I think? No? They got their hard points out? Where is this person? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are you doing there, bud? Oopsie. Hey, y'all, look at this. I became a Red Bull. I got some wings for you if you want some. We also have our nutritional facts here. And since it's summertime, of course, we are the summer edition.
Oh, you put the lime in the codex, and you put the lime in the codex, and you mark the gal map.
Hey there, everyone. How's it going? Where's my model? Why the hell is my model not on the screen? What just happened? How's it going, everyone? OBS, what the hell? All right. There we go. How's it going, everyone? How's it going, Anonymice? Anyone else who's popped in so far? Get on into the practice rounds here at Barcelona. I'll probably put the race on. It's been quite a while since I've race Barcelona. Put the driving line on for the practice session. It's for the track acclimatization section. Practice programs here. Let's take a look there. Okay. We'll get used to this track.
Track is still green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
So I've driven this one before, but I'm not sure the points for F2, braking points for F2, and definitely been a few years since I've last driven it. In what is definitely in like Forza Motorsports, so definitely not like an F2 car kind of thing. Force feedback in on this game. It feels a little different than Forza generally does. Brake at the 50 it looks like. Feedback for this game. It's definitely a little different than Forza in terms of how exactly it feels. On those. DRS zone for this little straight. Kind of crazy. Oh, they removed the weird super. Okay, it's a good thing to good thing I have the line on. I was like, what's the line doing? That's not how you take that. They removed the it used to be like this weird zigzag thing. They took that out apparently. And I'm here expecting it, and I'm like, wait a second, something's different. Push the car hard and where we have to stay light on the throttle. was so used to that corner being different. Sand break at the 100 should be good for this. Yeah. On that, I'm going to like break at 75. It's also 75. Okay. Forgetting it's not the menu button is not the menu in this game for some weird reason. Alright, see how we do without the racing line now. Far into the grass on that one. Ran a little wide. Where's the breaking point for this one? Was it 100, I think? That's about right. Unfortunately.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Through this corner. Oops. That one cuts in quicker than expected. There's the pit lane entry. Where's the pit limit board, though? What is going on there? What? What is
Why is the upper thing just saying red 60? That's weird. '60's 37. I'll have to remember that, but that's weird that the notifications are being weird. They break something with their F126 content pack release or whatever. They just break the game elsewhere. Where's the practice programs? There they are.
Okay, guys.
All right, so get this
everyone
one on in.
cars ready to go.
Let's practice program in. Got eyes and back of our head. We can just like simultaneously look both ways. There we go. Your tires warmed back up. Tires will get warmed up here soon because dang, they're kind of fidgety when they're cold. Race strategy program has started, and now we just got to show them how we do with race pace. Gantry again. Off of the tire, we don't want those. DRS on that little short straight? Like what? Is that actually going to be long enough to let anyone to actually pass under DRS? Like, wow, what the heck is? My shoulder blades in like a weird spot on the chair or something. Ow! Ow! What's going on? See, my shoulder blade's like getting really annoyed at something about how it's sitting on the chair. Shortest little DRS. I still don't understand the point of DRS on that straight of all places. Also, I'll try to change something, see how it works. Feedback. See what that does. We turn down the interpolation. Maybe that'll make stuff a little more obvious. Like that, whatever that was. That was weird. Says it wants me in second for that corner, but then Really did not apparently want to be in second for that corner. Alright, get that DRS activated. Why is it not actually activating?
Decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Oh my god, what is my shoulder blade on? Ow! What the fuck? Understand. What the hell? My shoulder blade is like keeps getting like a weird pain. There's like nothing back there. Shows the pit limiter thing properly this time. No? What in the world? What is it doing? let's see the tire management one. Let's get that one knocked out. Says if this thing's gonna be bugged, maybe I just should. I'll just have it automatically slow down and do that then. Let's do the pit stuff. The prompt is bugged. So normally it'll tell you when you're under it, but it's not. And then the actual pit limiter, even though I engaged the pit limiter button, it was still letting me go over 37, which isn't right. So something's fucking up with the pit limiter system. They broke something in their update for F126 content.
Okay, you know I love a tyre management program, so I've got some changes to call out this year. Temperature now plays an even more important role in tyre wear, so keep checking tyre temps in your MFD and try to keep them green to look after them.
Tires warmed up to be green. Before that happens, because holy crap. Let's see how well we can keep these tires in well managed. So far. Nice and purple for the tire wear. Just where we want it.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
4 laps of fuel, might as well just use it. Let's practice in. Now that we got all the programs done. That a little too tight. Set a best lap for practice. much though there. So far on this one. I almost wanted to slide out there for some reason. Real careful on that corner, apparently it's weirdly slidey. Hajar number 1 at 129.44. Let's see what we can do on that. We can keep our foot down on that. Be hotter than Hajar. Oh, heck yeah, hotter than Hajar. Box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
We only have 1.2 laps of fuel remaining there. That is not auto slowing. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Oh, the pit limiter thing is not working. Actual tire lifespan 143 laps when the expected is 50. I'm apparently extremely good at my tire management here. What the hell? 12 minutes remaining on that. Let's just go to qualifying. I think we're good. Qualifying is... The rest should be dry. Okay, cool.
That concludes a really intriguing practice session. Let's hope for more excitement.
Oh, what the? Okay. Some of the others got... Wait, what? Oh, 28.5. I was like, wait a second. Some of them got faster laps in after me. All right, full qualifying.
Checks complete.
Let's drive out and get a hot lap in.
Leaving the garage.
Your tire temperatures monitor up there. Oh, it's not even good. Has me not in control here. What the hell? What the hell? What's that pit assist thing? That was weird. The various screens over there on the side that are playing your actual game view. I wonder how that, if you were to go in photo mode and actually zoom in on the screen, if it have that like infinite room thing going on. Got a little rocky there. Formula One, not rock crawling one. One little early duck there for the old layout keeps making me think I'm missing the corner when I'm not. penalty's already out. What the heck? How did they already get around? I left like immediately. And second best. What the heck? I gotta go faster than apparently. I gotta go apparently a lot faster. What the hell? That was a weird snap. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Need more fuel to go out again. What the hell does it keep wanting to do that there for? Trying to turn into that first one.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Badgers need more fuel there. Where are they taking him? Oh, they have me on the left side of the garage today. That's weird. Like, where are they taking Adger? For some reason, I'm on the left. Normally they had Hadger on the left. Let's get our tires warmed and then a flying lap and hopefully see if we can beat these other folks.
Lapping slower than your teammate. Your teammate is faster.
Good to know, I guess. Thanks for letting me know. fast as we can. Ah, shit. That's gonna hurt the lap time.
Yes, mate, that's P2. You're currently in second place.
All right, we got P2 at least. Okay. Crap, we need to hit this lap though because we're low on fuel. Hit this lap.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Yeah, I get that. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I don't think I'm gonna. Now the tire's wearing, I don't think I'll actually be able to put in much faster of a lap. Is this thing Hatcher put in a 1 minute even? How the hell did he put it? It's 27 seconds faster than me. That can't be right. Looks like the ads are hitting. Time for me to be right back while the session finishes. Alright, let me just chat as I was coming back. Oh shit. My laptop. Trying to get back in the seat. There is like the where you build your own team that you can pick your own sponsors, but I'm not doing that. I'm just playing with the already existing team, so you just get whatever those ones sponsors are. And the doing your own team is only for Formula 1. I'm doing Formula 2 here as well. But yeah, there is like the My Team mode where you get to pick your own car or your own sponsors. Alright, let's see. Hopefully nobody else will beat me. Ooh, Franco got close. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not in the full F1 crew yet. I'm doing the sort of the... You can decide to start as like a rookie in Formula 2 to potentially get like better offers as you enter Formula 1 based on your actual skill rather than just giving you generic ones. Because then there's like, I guess there's more depth to the career and contract negotiation and all that once you get into the F1 side of things.
The grid is set then. It just...
Oh, Behrman beat me by a little bit. Dang it.
We'll be live with all
When
the
did
action
Behrman beat me?
until
Must have been at the last moment. Always been kind of weak at Cantaluni anyways. That makes sense. It's always been a weird track for me. Doesn't flow well. I don't know why F1 likes it so much. That they keep insisting on keeping this track around. And it's like it's just not such a kind of just track, you know.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint race then. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top?
Yeah, there's the old corner complex. It was like that weird double 90. Kind of glad they got rid of that. That thing was annoying.
I'm Alex Shakes. Alex Brundle is alongside me. And now, we've had sprints for years in...
Okay, as you know, this is the team's home race, which means it's extra important for everybody in this team. They've got friends here, they've got family here, they're all in the grandstands watching. So let's go and put on a good show for them.
Just no pressure apparently. Okay, apparently this is Formula 2 Campos' homeland. All right, formation lap time. Get our tires nice and warmed up.
No rain expected for the time being. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Try and get a good start without getting hit by anyone else on the first few corners. If I can pop through a few of these, that's good. They're gonna break real early, I can already tell you that. I'm just gonna make sure the AI doesn't hit me in my race early.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
I'm actually at the same position I started in, because, was I third on qualifying, so sprint I would have been 8th. Because the reverse order. Let Antonelli around, because it looked like there would have been a collision if I didn't. Would have just taken me out of the race. Get around Antonelli, maybe here on an upcoming corner for sure. Because the pack's all kind of packed up. Front right tire's still pretty dang old. Oh my god, what is with my shoulder? What? I don't know. What my shoulder keeps feeling like it's on something, but there's nothing on the back of the seat. Screwing up in these corners too, because I'm just so not good at this track. back now. Apparently a little too well there. Some of these like lower speed corners, they seem to get on the throttle real early somehow. Neat. This broke way early.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Like that corner there, they just get on the throttle way earlier than I can. We got Hadjar here. Let's see if we can get around them. They're braking at like 125. Keep that in mind. the straight. Oh my gosh. What did he do there? That was weird. Oh my gosh. Why? They broke way even earlier than last lap. faster than they did. Let's keep on them then. DRS there. Where are they braking? They're braking at the 150. DRS, I can kind of see where they're braking because I can see when their flap closes.
Okay, mate, that's Behrman behind you. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
There we go, get past those guys. Use Hadjar and battling him to take advantage of getting past him. Can't post double past that guy. Past Korea. Hadjar will do up ahead. So we just use Hadjar to help us pass others. Team would be all for it, I'm sure. Try to avoid locking up that front and left though. Likes locking up there apparently with my wing damage there. Fastest lap that time, apparently. Heck yeah, let's go. Like Hadjar's about to make a move on someone. They're planning something, I think. Got Antonelli in front of Hadjar.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
We get some battling up here. Let's see if we can take advantage of that and get past this road in. Miata here. Okay. Get past the Miata. Why they brought a Miata to a Formula One race, I don't know, but...
Pintos just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
And then Antonelli did. By the time you told me, you no longer had the fastest lap there, bud. DRS. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. Get a late break in there while we're going faster. Catch back up to Hadjar again, and we'll see what Hadjar will do with Dirksen in front of him. Up there, but I don't. around Dirksen now. I just got to get around Dirksen. If Hadjar can do it, I can do it, right? Drag on this straight. Come out of it faster than they do and have DRS. Let's go, let's go. Understeer on that front left. Be more careful not to understeer on these corners. Got 10 laps left. Tire tracks on that corner. So I'm so used to the old layout. This is the first time I've raced the new layout where they don't have the inner curve. So I keep wanting to take the inner curve, but it's like, no, I gotta take the later curve. Definitely pulling away a bit though. Hadjar did the fastest lap. Yeah, he's pushing it.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tires.
Antonelli's ahead of me. Hadjar even went past Antonelli. Dang, okay. Hadjar really pushing for it this race. Maybe because it's a home race bonus or something. Maybe the NPCs get a team home race bonus to their speed. Motivational boost.
Okay, mate, we've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push, and use it all up. looking good.
See if we get that fuel load down. I don't know if we will. The fact that I even got that objective in the first place means I'm kind of really fuel efficient. I think the F2s are, the game isn't tuned for how much fuel the F2s use, and so they're like, you're not using enough. Oh shit. Crap. Severe collision with Hauger. What do you mean? I didn't collide with him. Oh, crap. What the hell? Let me... Oh my god. Let me just... Oh my god. Just turn around. And then go. Seriously. Hell. Menu. 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 What the fuck? Just want to see when that hit. Get a good start on this. Oh, heck yeah, let's just get right through there. One session restart a week, and while I'm in F2, that's a reasonable, kind of like while I'm still learning the game and on tracks and all that, I think. So no more restarts after that one for this weekend. lap. Heck yeah. High centers me apparently.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Gonna be letting him have that. Not allowed. Can't have an Invicta in front of us. I think it's their Invicta, right? Plus, we gotta win the team's home race. Stretch my hand here real quick. All right, there we go. All right, back at it. Stay on the racing line. That weird corner. Keep him out of DRS range after this lap, hopefully. Just 1 second. If I can keep him out of 1 second at the detection zones. And he's at 0.8. Okay, something's in my ear. Ear in my ear or something. I'm caught there. And hydration.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
full throttle. Staying right there around 0.7 seconds though. Staying pretty firm on that. Keep going fast with it. They can't really pass.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.0 seconds.
Me though, what the heck? Right on through steady.
Okay, mate, Bortoletto's behind you now. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
We got a strategy to win. It's super critical. running away from him as best we can. We got Dirksen come up, getting close behind him though as well. Direction. We only need to slow just enough to be in the greens and 4 for that one. I just got to keep them behind me to the end of this lap. I mean, I want to keep them behind me the entire race, but at least the objective at the end of this lap.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Break there, but it's whatever. Keep our speed up through that. tires are wearing a little bit. He's 1.2 now. And he got the fastest lap. Heck yeah. Stretch my neck for a moment. And get ourselves repositioned. Erickson's setting a fastest lap back there in third. He's really wanting to get that second, isn't he? Behind us. Really breathing close there, isn't he? I had the fastest lap for all of, like... Thanks for not mentioning that I also set the fastest lap. Did you not catch that there, buddies? Like...
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got extra performance in hand. So let's push, and use it all up.
Give me the fuel objective when I'm horrendously fuel efficient on this track already. I'm already flooring it when I can floor it, bud. Oh crap, that was a little wide. But we still prevented him from passing.
To your teammate behind, 11.4 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end.
Dang it, Bartoletto, get back here. Can't be having you getting around me.
Leto's just set the fastest lap of the race.
Let's try and catch up to him. Also gotta make sure not to spin ourselves. Dropping out of the session all of a sudden. What the heck?
That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Yellow flag.
On him, but safely. Especially with low tires now. Take advantage of this DRS.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Let's keep him behind for 3 laps. DRS in this. He has DRS, but I think we gotta have just enough of a lead that he won't be able to utilize it for a pass. for. Crap. That was not good of me to do. Still enough of a lead there. That's good. Should be the penultimate lap. Let's have to final lap, keep him behind after this. Which really has just one more long DRS on the run because the start is near the start of the start finish straight. Hopefully have enough distance here for a late break to keep him
Let's bring it home. Okay,
behind.
so leading our teammate by 14.8 seconds.
Let's gain him. If I right at the 100 board, I should have just enough braking. Turn in better. There we go. Not enough space for them to use DRS to pass me on that lap.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
All right, first for the sprint race. Heck yeah, now we just got to repeat that for the feature race.
So another fantastic victory for Campos today.
It might not be the same point.
Bortoletto definitely put up a fight, though. Holy crap.
And they get to wave at the fans from it.
I can see them making their way onto the podium now. Campos have come a really long way in this championship, and what a special race it has been. They're on top again.
That one guy in the front left on Campos always looks just so enthused. The song is based on an old Mongolian folk song too, actually.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care for now.
Oh, geez, wait, what? Where did Hadjar even finish in the sprint race? What happened to him? He was like fairly well, but like he apparently was out of the points for the race. The sprint race, huh? Dang, he went down to 10th? Racecraft 1069, heck yeah. Almost 68 on there, or from 68 to 69. Let's see the details here. Racecraft, 7 overtakes completed, heck yeah. Finish position +7, but I overtook, what's his name, twice. That would be 6 if it was plus, normally, if I didn't do that, yeah, that's fair. 1 warning received was all. I didn't even think that was really a collision, and they said, oh, you collided with someone, but it didn't feel like it. Alright, let me do a quick get up and stretch before the feature race. For the feature race now.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit of Barcelona, Catalunya. We're counting down to the start of today's race, and you can feel the excitement in the air. This promises to be a real spectacle.
Why are they not even talking? Just getting my gloves on anyways.
It is the Formula 2 race. It is time to introduce you to Alex Brundle. I'm Alex Jakes, and we've got changeable weather out there today. That's making for some nervous team personnel down in the paddock, down in the pit lane.
Well, uncertainty is what strategy's all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of time.
Okay, as you know, this is the team.
Jeez, Alex Brundle sounds so much like his dad.
Extra important for everybody in this team. They've got friends here, they've got family here, they're all in the grandstand.
Let's get this bad boy started. Alright, so we're starting third on the grid for this one. We're starting on the reds. Hadjar's up in first, so maybe he'll get some more points this time instead of falling out of the points. Behrman in front, not Antonelli. Where's Antonelli? Oh, Antonelli's 5th. And I'm over on this side this time, it looks like.
Keep
Dead
it
on.
lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Bye, Hadjar. I'm the number 1 at Campos. Hadjar's like, nuh-uh. Crap, and there went Behrman again. Got the fastest lap there. Be careful, where are they gonna break? I don't even know where they're gonna break. They're gonna break early though, I think. There. I think they're gonna break early, yeah. Almost went too far in there. DRS2, but Hadjar doesn't. Let's try not to 3 wide that corner. That might be a suicide mission. But maybe 2 widing this one.
Okay, Behrman's just made a pass for the lead of this race.
Yes, he did. I was there. You don't need to tell me. Hadjar does not want to give that place up. He's fighting like his life depends on it. There we go. broke really early there. In that corner when you really almost don't need to with the reds.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Kind of sharp on that one, but it worked. On that, whereas he broke.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Go in the grass on that side. We're here to race, not mow the lawn. They pay other people for that. Drink here.
Gap to your teammate behind, 3.0 seconds.
Is that another fastest lap? It says I'm purple. No, that just always just showing purple. Like, it looks like it must. Okay. Pedro's down down in fourth now. Colapinto came up, it looks like.
Okay, so tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Repeat, stay out a little longer.
No, that doesn't work well. Well, this one's I'm already on the grippiers, but I don't know. That undercut is usually more powerful than an overcut. These are already 16 on the front left. Like, what is that going to be by lap 15? I can imagine I'm going to be losing pace enough down to be like the whites at lap 15 as it is. We were at 17 and 11 on the driver's side. Why did I say driver's side? It's a Formula 2 car. There is no driver's side. The left. Yeah, the driver's side of the car where the driver sits perfectly in the center of the vehicle. Starting to get a little bit of understeer on that tire as it is. telling me to be in second now for that corner, whereas normally it says third for the Reds. So they're definitely starting to get closer to a white in terms of performance. What is itching? The brake side foot as well, which means I can't just... So if it's my throttle side foot, I can just itch that with my brake side foot on a straightaway, but not the brake side foot. You're always pretty much always needing to be on the throttle or the brake. The brake side, being on the brake isn't long enough, like being on the throttle. Which unfortunately it's doing it again on me. White level performance now.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
There's definitely issues with tire wear.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
All right. Banker lap time. And 36.51. Shouldn't I be in the 20s on Reds anyways, or is it just maybe the fuel load slowing me down enough? I still have mostly a full fuel tank. This track is like if Bahrain was fat.
Mate, you hit the target well there. Nice one. It's a long way to go.
It's just like a less tight Bahrain for the lot of it. A lot of the similar kind of corners, just in different order.
Now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.4 seconds.
That's good, that's good. Right over those curbs.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
Oh, in lap. Okay, okay. Almost got a little squirrely there. The others behind me seem to know it's my in lap too, and they're also pushing hard. Might be their end laps too, actually. I know a few of them will probably also pit on the same lap.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Behrman's also pitting. Oh crap! I forgot it was gonna. Didn't think it was gonna have me still do that.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
All right, up to speed and get those temperatures warm as best we can. And get around this lap as fast as we can. Hopefully, we will regain our first place position. The challenge of the out laps is tires are cold, but you also want to go as fast as you can. So unlike normal cold tire laps, you can't be taking it slow.
Isaac's in the pits. That's Isaac in the pits.
Whatever, wrench and screwdriver on my miles per hour. Don't tell me there's going to be a tech problem. first. What the wrench was about then? It went away now. Kind of concerning. Got a warning triangle on this screen too. Is it just the engine was hot? Gotta be careful there. We're not here to bulldoze. Just had a moment there. It wanted to break almost for a second away.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Let me get a drink here. All right. Continue. Actually. Had a cough like right after I continued. I'm using too much fuel? Okay, well, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I need to start green shifting apparently for a few laps. I'm not very fuel efficient this time around. help with some fuel. Shifting, hopefully. A little while still. Sprint races, I'll be like not using enough fuel, and then the feature races I'm using too much fuel. But I think it's the game like overfills the cars during the sprint races or something, and then you can't use the fuel fast enough, and the team's like, you're not using enough fuel, even though you're driving as hard as you can. But then you do the same thing in the feature race, and it's like, oh, you're using too much fuel. DRS on that one, even though I thought I would have been far enough out of their thing. Okay. Curb is dangerous. My word. Really wanted just to make me go. There we go, down under there. Oh, shit, what was that about? That was weird. I've never had it be at all weird on that section before. It just went, though. What the heck?
Okay, the car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware.
Got some battling up there we could probably take to our advantage, it looks like.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them.
Mate, I have fuel issues. You want me to set hot laps? What the hell? Like...
Tyre condition still looking good.
Like you touch that curb and it just wants to make you go.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 1.5 seconds.
What guy going up here? Was that a guy out of the pits?
Martins is out in front now. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
I'm only flirting with the yellow gas tank icon. I think I'm good. 'Cause that'll, even then, that just means it runs out like a moment before the finish line, which should be fine. As long as I'm not in a drag race at the time. Keep just flirting back and forth along the yellow. I'll be able to catch these guys while having to manage fuel, though. That's what's going to be tough. Like if I could push the purples, I probably could, but I need to be green shifting here because of the fuel limit.
Behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
I can't be having them gaining on me. With this having to do greens. Aren't they? Now I have to go green. that Bearman around.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 4.6 seconds.
Actually, fourth's not a bad. It's only one behind where I started. Especially given that I spun. As long as I keep the fuel within a reasonable amount. Unfortunately.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
What about the fuel condition, though? I imagine coming down this, but we should be able to have time to brake. Bearman's also managing fuel or something. I'm surprised he's not been able to pass me, honestly, at this point. the yellow gas tank all the way to the end. Stepping on that curb because it really wants to upset the car. If you take that one on the inside there, we just need to keep it flying through this particular corner to avoid having them close enough on the straight.
Back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Yeah, he's got to be managing fuel as well, apparently. Then. Keeping my tire wear low enough to, and they're dealing with lower tires than I am, so it balances out maybe. So I am lower than average tire wear generally, so the NPC's rate might be, the way they simulate the NPCs is just slowing them down on the course. They might be slowing them down faster than I'm actually being slowed down for the wear simulation it gives for those guys. Ultimate lap, just got to keep him behind for this one pretty much, because he won't be able to drag me out on the final one on the straight. I just got to keep flirting with the yellow gas tank. The song now apparently. Is 0.04 laps, which means I'm going to go into low fuel mode like 2 seconds before the finish line. As long as I keep flirting the yellow gas tank, it shouldn't be more than won't get more than that. Drag us on this one, and then we'll be free for the final lap because they can't outdrag us that fast.
Final lap. Push, push.
Yeah, now it's flirting with the red gas tank because it's the final lap. Almost went wide there. Almost let him through. Can't be letting him through. That's not allowed. Right over that curbing. Break under the gantry. as much throttle as we can. Avoid the inner curb here because it wants to upset us. Coast where we can. Colapinto one. And there we go. Low fuel mode like the second, half a second before. Heck yeah, fourth. That's not bad. I started in third, so that's only one place drop. That's decent given the spin.
It is time to start the party. Franco Colapinto takes the checkered flag.
These teams rely on these performances for the team's championship standings, and you can really see what keeping their hopes alive means to the tight group of people who run these cars.
No, he's at Williams Driver Academy. Heck yeah.
And they're making their way onto the podium now.
What if I'll get an offer from Williams for my F1 career? Maybe McLaren, I don't know.
To stand on the top step.
In fourth, I should still be in the top of the Drivers' Championship with all that. We got Hadjar up there, and was he third? Hadjar was second. Okay. I think that's Antonelli in first. I think that's supposed to be Antonelli.
There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race. When
Colapinto did real well this weekend. He got 1 point in the sprint race with 25 in the feature. I got 11 and 13, so I just barely behind Colapinto in terms of results because I really got that sprint race out. Let's see, hold on. What's the full standings? Oh yeah, I'm still leading way. Oh, Campos is just a little bit above Prema, though. And was that? Or no, that was yeah, Antonelli in third. That's what I meant, not first. Our ratings go on this. Heck yeah, 69 racecraft. Ooh, a lot of awareness bonus there, and 73 on pace. Ooh, almost a 79 on focus, apparently. Let's see how many passes we got. Overtakes 16, overtakes completed, heck yeah. And only a -1. All right, what's the next Grand Prix that we'll maybe do tomorrow? Yeah, maybe, wait. All right, let's see. Back to main menu here. Oh yeah, no, it wouldn't be tomorrow. We have the mass jump tomorrow then. All right, let's see who's live on Twitch to raid. But yeah, it looks like at midnight tomorrow we would do our mass jump stream. So we'll have that tomorrow, the launch of CEA 8. And then, for at least one of them, yeah, we'll stream each one of them on the Sundays. Following, there we are. Let's see who's live here. Mini getting up to. Well, she looks like she's leaving herself. I mean, a crunch butt steak. Then perhaps. See what he's getting up to. And then, yep. So tomorrow we'll be doing the launch of Celebration of Early Astronomy 8. If you're registered for that, we'll be doing that for stream tomorrow. Doing some stuff in Algidib and concluding tomorrow's stream with a mass jump. And otherwise, I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.